Okay, welcome to day 94 of trying to become a SOC analyst. Today we're looking at LetsDefend. We've got SOC Alert 102, Proxy suspicious URL detected. So let's jump in and see what we can find out. Okay, so looking at the alert, we've got the hostname build prod. We've got a destination hostname of jamesrlongace.ac.ug, maybe Uganda. And looks like they've requested to try and download an exe file with the user device changed to firewall test, don't block, and device action was blocked. So let's see. Let's start with looking at the firewall logs. So we'll go to the logs here. And our date period was October 29. Okay, so October 29 is here. We've got two logs. We've got destination to port 443, and this is the blocked request. The James long domain, let's copy that. And that was from Chrome. And then we've also got on the 29th to a different IP on a non-standard port, mozzie.m. That was spawned via Chrome as well, and device action was blocked. We're not seeing the user agent in these logs, but both those requests look suspicious. So let's go to virus total. Might need to drop that on it, it's come up. So it's been flagged as malicious. 9 vendors have flagged it as malware. And the community note is Code Green Labs. Async rat maybe with the tag there. Not too much detail, no reports or anything. Let's grab the IP and look it up. The fact that the domain is .ug, you probably want to try and see where that's hosted. So it looks like that's hosted in Russia. And there's no records. Okay, we'll also look in virus total for the IP reputation. I guess it actually has more reports in virus total compared to IP abuse. 11 vendors, and more importantly, let's see what the community note is. So it was found in an IOC paste bin. It was also, okay, it's the same paste bin, but as the Ralt IOCs from 2020, so that fits our time frame. So it definitely looks like it's malicious. Fact is, it was blocked. The user agent probably just using a technique to try and, I'm guessing in the sense of a bit of social engineering on their attack. If there is an analyst like us looking at it, we might fall for it. Oh, that's just a test, don't block it. But we know that there's no planned test, or we can double check that. If we go to, isn't my window's not expanded here, email security, open up one of these in a new tab, and all SOC LetsDefend, all the potential pen test or SOC related emails come to SOC at LetsDefend. So we're looking for one back. Oh, here we go. Oh, and interestingly, there's a firewall test sent the day before our alert. We'll do a firewall test tomorrow. You may see some malicious traffic to 115. Ignore it. And it's come from within the network. So actually, how about that? The first time I've found an alert that actually had a test related to it. So if we go back to our log, we saw this connection to the non-standard port, 56841, that was blocked, and this did look suspicious. However, that email says that they're doing a test. However, the email doesn't mention anything about this connection. It does purely mention you may see some malicious traffic to this IP address, ignore it. So we've got the user agent saying firewall test on this one, but we weren't advised of this IP 217 from James, but we do have an email from Jack Miller. So let's open up the playbook and see if we have an option about any planned tests. So playbook's running. We've got user agent, destination, and source. We've searched the logs. Okay. So this particular alert is not related to the 115 IP from Jack. This alert was related to the ac.exe. So we're going to treat just that. And we did see in virus total was malicious. So it is malicious. It was blocked. So we're going to say it was not accessed. And we're going to put our notes. We don't need that IP. So we need the URL, the spawned URL. Add that in. And the IP it resolved to, we've got it on IP database, so let's grab it from there. Oops, sorry, that was an IP. And we had no hash for this one. So that's all we need to add. I'll pause the video and write some notes. Okay, so I've written up some notes. We've mapped it to MITRE attack, user execution malicious link, ingress tool transfer, and application layer protocol web protocols. We've got the log in the 4W styles, what, when, where, why. The alert SOC102 Proxy suspicious URL detected, triggered after host Bill prod attempted to download ac.exe from James Longacre .ac.ug. The request was made by chrome.exe and was blocked by security controls. Virus total confirms the URL is malicious. We've got the when, so the timestamp, and the where. Host Bill prod 172 internal address, user Bill, attempted connection to James Longacre, and the external IP 217. The why. The alert was triggered due to a request to a suspicious URL hosting a malicious executable. Although the user agent suggests a firewall test, prior notification only referenced testing against IP 115.99.150.132 and not this domain or IP. Virus total confirms the requested URL is malicious and the request was successfully blocked before execution. The activity is classified as true positive with no evidence of compromise. So we'll log that in. I think the fact that we did check the emails, the SOC emails, to see that there was a firewall test. Normally I honestly don't bother checking. It was a bit funny that there actually was one, but I don't think the email related to this ticket because it clearly said it was only the 115. So let's close the alert. So I'm going to stick with true positive. The firewall test might bite me in the bum. But we're on day 82 streak, going strong. And let's see if we were right or not. Okay, so it is correct. It was not accessed because it was blocked. It was malicious, and it was a true positive. So we were right to ignore the user agent. So that was a good lesson in checking the SOC email for any planned tests, and also ignoring what's trying to be like. I still feel like the social engineering sort of aspect of putting this is a test in the user agent, ignore it to try and get the to try and get the SOC agent to sort of ignore it. So, all right, that's finished for that one, and I'll see you on day 95.